Welcome SAO survivors to This Week in SAO for all your weekly Sword Online news. Now, I'm not gonna take too much of your time this week. We have primarily SAO Game news, with next week featuring a special program on Sword Online Last Recollection from Taipei Game Show, but we're gonna get into it just in a second. First off, before the games, this week had a new Dengeki Daio release, and of course, with the monthly Dengeki Daio releases, we get a new chapter of Sword Online Sister's Prayer manga adaptation, the prequel story of Sword Online Mother Rosario featuring Yuki, her sister, and a friend of theirs, and a new chapter for Aincrad Manga, where the story is currently covering the Red-Nosed Reindeer story, the one with Sachi. Now, off to the SAO Game news. First one is a reality check on expectations. On the 4th of February, we're getting a special program focusing on Sword Online Last Recollection from the Taipei Game Show. Now, we may get a new trailer, we may get some new information, but I just wanted to say, keep your expectations in check. We usually get the detailed information specifically for the SAO fans on the SAO Game news streams on Peter's Cafe, whereas events like these, game shows, whether it be Taipei Game Show or Tokyo Game Show and the like, this is more about reaching to wider audiences. So rather than in-depth information, it's likely gonna be more about introductory information to the series, the changes from the main canon that they always highlight, and those kinds of stuff. It is to reach the people who would otherwise not always would be interested in such a thing, to grab their interest, rather than you, who is following me every single week for these in-depth SAO news. So if you're part of that, or if you want to become part of that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Don't miss out on these. Additionally, last week saw the digital release of VITA by ReoNa, that is the theme song for Sword Online Last Recollection. Now, compared to all the other theme songs or opening and endings, this is quite the early release. We still don't have a release date for the game itself, so people are very lively about speculating maybe the game may be arriving a little bit sooner than we expected. Don't jump the gun yet. That is a possibility. I cannot deny that possibility. It also feels like, a little bit too much. I personally expect Sword Online Last Recollection to be released sometime during the summer or fall period, but don't try to convince yourself that it's coming next week or something. That is not going to be the case. But the song is available on Japanese platforms, and it has been provided to YouTube as well from Sony or whoever's handling the distribution, so you can actually go ahead and listen to it if you want to. I'm gonna put a link down below the like button for those interested. Yeah, that's the suggestion. Say below the like button rather than in the description. Very natural. With that, we're jumping straight to Variant Showdown. There's a new limited battle going on. The main stage, the main boss battle, is a Wind Element Skull Reaper. And basically how limited battles go, you basically pick debuffs for yourselves and buffs for the enemy that ramps up the difficulty. There's a total of 30 difficulty levels, which grant you more and more rewards if you can reach those levels. Aside from that, if you're a more casual player who doesn't like challenging all the top tier difficulties, I am one of those people who don't like challenging all the top tier difficulties, there's also daily stages, so don't skip out on those daily stages. They are very basic, simple, easy to take care of mob related stages rather than a boss, with much easier requirements. You can still get a lot of event points and collect all those rewards without, stressing yourself out with something like extreme 30 difficulty Skull Reaper. That's what I would recommend. A new story chapter as well as a limited scout banner is arriving tomorrow, January 31st reset, so look out for that. But on a stream earlier today, Teria's Beaters Cafe program thingy, we have finally been revealed the debut of the upcoming character decoration feature. This is a feature where it's very similar to Integral Factor's, avatar thingies, the accessories. You're basically gonna be getting accessories and decorate your characters with them. They provided 2 examples and a list of available accessories. This is going to be arriving, debuting with an event mid-February. So this may likely be tied into the Valentine's Day event that they're gonna have, or something else somewhere along those lines. Speaking of the Valentine's Day event, they have officially revealed the Lisbeth and Alice, the Valentine's Day units, which is surprising with the way this game was going. I was expecting, you know, once again pitting Asuna and Alice against each other. Thankfully, that is not the case. We're getting a nice Lisbeth unit and a nice Alice unit. There are more data mined units. I'll just quickly show them here and you can pause and check, but we have no information on the others just yet. Aside from the Battle Pass character for February. The February Battle Pass is Alice themed. We're getting a Cross-Edge Alice unit as well as ability cards to accompany if you are a paying pass user, that is. These are of course not in the free track. With that, we're moving over to Integral Factor. Hoverboard Rider Order is available, featuring Kirito, Shinon, Argo, and Koharu. It's a very cool looking order, I should say. It's very radical, rad, very Back to the Future-y. Attack of the Giant Boar Defense Run event rerun for some additional rewards if you're interested. Lifa's Limit Break Dojo, that grants you those little limit break items that you need 100 of to be able to limit break a single 4-star skill, which is extremely underwhelming in my opinion, but hey, that's roughly a single limit break, so nice. And last but not least, Yokai Selection Order is live in Integral Factor. For a full list of available Yokai units in this banner, you can check the notice board or the banner itself. I still don't know what Yokai is, but it's this. And before we wrap up, we have one of those rare translation corners. At Dreadful Decoding, we have translated the 16th chapter of Sword Online Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night manga, the Floor 5 story adaptation. So if you're looking forward to it, I will put a link down below in the description below the like button. Don't forget to like the video, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Until then, stay cool.